Hello.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, chaps.
Hello. Sorry, I'm listening to the audio from the internet. Let me just turn that off. I think that's my problem here again. There we go. Cool. So, yeah. Excited today announcing under 12, 14 and 16 squads. So
hello, fellas.
We've got the coaches in the house with us. Yeah, so pretty excited. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, all good, man. All good.
100%, thank you. Hopefully I don't get kicked out of this one.
Yeah, hopefully not. The Instagram is giving us a little bit of problems there. Instagram is giving us a little bit of problems.
Yes, Matt, bringing back the retro look, eh?
Throwing it back
school,
to the trophy winning season for the senior team.
Winning season.
Throwing it back there for the culture. This is one of my favorite shirts, if I'm honest with you. This is
agreed.
The purple one. The
purple one. Yeah, I'm a fan.
The triangles for life.
Yeah,
you know what, there's not a lot of those around, eh? Not a lot of those around.
No.
Okay,
Moats, are you going to connect today?
No, I asked them to keep their sound off initially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think they can turn their sounds on. Gareth, Tiba, welcome. So I think what's really cool this year with Celestial Knights is that in the past we've had one coach per team, where this year we've got two coaches per team, and so the three coaches that are here act as, I don't want to say our head coaches, because I don't think we've initially titled them as that, but in essence they're the head coaches of those age groups, with a bit of support from other coaches. And so where did they go now? So Gareth, who's on screen there, he's our under 16 coach. Gareth, maybe just wave so everybody can see you if your name's not there. That's Gareth over there. Yeah, cool. And then Moats and Tabani, they look very similar, eh? Both with their blue shirts on, both shaven heads, both with a beard going. Is that the same person over there?
I think the one swallowed the other one though.
I'm so happy with that. Let's end it now. I'm happy. I'm done. That's it. Watch our Facebook for the posts. We're done.
So
yeah.
Moats, can you wave at us so we know who you are? Moats is the under 12 coach, and Tabani, Pep. Tiba, you can wave for us. There's Tiba with a little thumbs up.
Oh, Pep.
It's just a quick one. Remember, we are live, so the reaction will be posted throughout.
Okay.
You got to watch your language. Yeah. So so I think maybe just to make everybody aware, everybody in the chat at this point in time all work for the cricket coaches too. So this is all the cricket coaches staff, sort of heads up all our Celestial Knights programs and or teams. And we're very proud of these coaches, for the work they do throughout the year for us, but also in particular giving up their time for Celestial Knights and coaching the young ones, out there in the absolute cold of winter,
guarding the future
when this tournament is normally played.
Scenes out there at times, especially if you're playing that early game, to run a little warm up there, to get the high catches going, to get the boys amped for it. It's can be tough scenes. So I think it's nice that they've got a little bit of a system.
Yeah,
I know what it's like to have an extra set of hands. It does help. It does help. Even just to bash an idea out, or just to verbalize what you're thinking. It helps. It helps. It helps. Sometimes in your head it sounds great, but when you verbalize it, it doesn't sound that good. So hopefully the extra hands they'll help you guys.
Yeah. So I want to throw a question at the three coaches quickly, just before we get onto this announcing thing. And so Tiba has won the reigning champion under 14. Gareth has been in the semi-finals, and narrowly missed out on a final sort of opportunity there. And Moats is new, but our under 12 team has struggled a little bit, I would say, last year and the year before. So I maybe just want to, the only really question I want to ask them is, from their point of view, where do they see Knights this year in their age group? Like what are some of their thoughts? What are some of their thoughts? Maybe where they're looking to take the boys. Maybe let's go.
Starting with.
Let's go from older to younger. We go Gaza, then Tiba, then Moats.
Moats.
For everyone that doesn't know, just before Gareth starts, Moats, if you ever need any comical relief, we give Moats a call
Okay.
because
We give
he
Moats a
always
call.
brightens your day. So everybody know.
Yeah.
Even you
Yeah.
see, even Irish is saying that. In Irish, before you start talking, you must turn your sound on, eh?
Yes, please, Gareth. Moats always looking at this. Yeah. Moats is also our strength and conditioning coach at the Cricket Coaches. So if there's anybody out there that's looking for a little bit of S&C during lockdown, get in touch.
Shout out to
Okay.
Here we go,
Right,
Gareth.
Gareth, floor is yours. Yeah.
Cool.
So what's some of your thoughts?
Yeah, so if I had to think about where we came from, beginning of the LPL for under-16s, and from there we've been on the up and up. We've qualified in the semi-final, like you said, last year for the first time, and I can't see why we can't make the final and perhaps even win the tournament this year. Yeah, I think we've gotten better overall. We've got an idea of the kind of team we want, the balance we want, and I think we can definitely win it this year.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Timo, what's your thoughts?
Obviously, from where we were last year, winning the tournament, I know it will be more like pressure on the guys trying to keep the standards and just to win it again. But I'll just say we just have to take one game at a time, which is one thing that we did last year, just taking every game at a time. Every game is important, and obviously we're playing to win, but most importantly, we have to have fun, and then we just do what is needed at the right time.
Yeah. Cool. What's your thoughts? Having said this, maybe let me just say this quickly. I think you took an under-11 team last year to winning a competition, so you have my mind. Yeah, you have a bit of understanding about how to play a tournament and how to get the best out of boys. So what are some of your thoughts on on where you see these guys going?
All right, so before I even digress, one thing I would say, I'm super excited about joining the boys for the LPL tournament. So definitely looking forward to that. And as you do mention, a couple of the boys who will be involved in the sides did play in the Joburg Winter League, and we actually played against some of the boys who have been selected for the under-12 sides, and we are super excited about what the boys will deliver. So we know a couple of boys played last year for the under-12 side. They had a good experience, and we are expecting our experienced heads in the under-12 side to actually carry the boys and actually, calm, in pressure moments, be the guys who will be leading the front, because we could do all the coaching, but eventually it's the boys on the field who have to go out there and express their skills. And, at the end of the day, have fun and play every single game to the best of your ability. And then the results will take care of themselves.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Okay, sweet. Maddie, I don't know, anything from your side, Byron?
I actually, again, this is one of the big pros for this tournament for me is these age groups. And I suppose the under-12 age group has been the age group that I think we've maybe struggled to get it right. If you think there's been good growth under 16, good growth under 14, and then under 12s, we just seem to kind of, I don't know what it is. I don't know what maybe we're not getting it right there. So maybe with bringing in Moats, so a fresh sort of head, new ideas, new energy into that group. Maybe that will be the change that we need. So I'm quite excited for the under 12s, just to see growth there. I mean, we don't have to win. We don't have to win it.
Yeah.
It'd be great if we do, but just to see if there's some good development there, good growth.
Yeah,
that's what it's about. So we all want to win it, and ideally we want to win every trophy, the senior, the 19, and all the way through. I mean, we're not coming in just to fill up the numbers. We're a proud franchise, quite a big franchise, quite a name franchise. So obviously people are going to be looking for results, but like Tiba mentioned, the having fun part and all of those things, and seeing kids grow, I think that's the main aim there, especially at that age, the 12s.
Yeah.
So excited, man. And from experienced coaching staff, we've got, I think, it's not our, apart from you, Motes, it's your first one.
Yeah.
But the rest of the guys have had and been a player, been on sort of both sides of it, you know, being a player and being a coach. So pretty experienced in terms of coaching staff. And then I think just in sheer numbers, you know, we've got assistant coaches and sort of head coaches, like you said, Jodes, in all age groups. So I think everything is sort of set up there for good things to happen, you know. So let's hopefully we do the right things, and Mother Cricket just guides us, helps us along the way. So
Matt, we've been at this for 4 years now.
4 years,
yeah. Well, this is the 4th year going, and so I think I finally found the words to explain what it is we do as Knights. And so for me, it's captured really well in the following words. So it's very short, sharp, and sweet. So as Knights, we are trendsetters. We set the trend on numerous things when it comes to the LPL, and I think that's a proud part of our history, and it's something that we'd want to keep doing. Always be pushing the boundaries. Always be looking to how we can make things better, not just from a look and feel point of view, maybe out there, but also and funky things like clothing designs and that sort of stuff, but also internally, you know, how we're setting trends from a coaching point of view, how we're setting trends in working with players and getting them ready for this sort of a tournament that is so condensed, you know, and so that's the one part. And the second part is we want to win. We want to win at everything we do, not just win tournaments, but also win with the little things within teams, win with you know, win maybe supporters, win fans, win on that's it. We set trends and we win, and I don't know why it's taken so long, but I suppose that's how it goes with these things, that you know, you do them often enough, and you have to often enough explain to people what it is you do, and then you start finding the words, you know. So trendsetters, and we want to win. So I maybe just before we get to announcing all the teams, I just want to remind everybody watching, and I see there's quite a number of people on the live at this point in time. Just want to remind everybody that we are a new thing that the LPL is adding to the tournament this year is the ages of 9, 10, and 11. And so in all those age groups, the Knights are looking for players. I think predominantly at under 9, I think we've only got 3 players confirmed in that age group. Under 10, we've got about, I can check here quickly. Sorry, just give me a moment.
Just while Jody's...
I've got it. Under 10, we've got 5 players, or 4 definitely confirmed, but there's a 5th one we're waiting for. And under 11s, we currently have about 8 players confirmed. So there's still some spaces up for grabs there. So please get in touch with us either on Instagram or on Facebook. Just pop us a message there. And let us know if you're available. Cool.
Yep.
Sweet.
Matt,
right.
what were you going to say there?
I was going to say just a shout out to sponsors, man. We just take
definitely. Definitely.
Yaku at Insemini and Stuart at Corporate Connections. Shout out to you guys.
Stuart
and
Kim
Tim,
at Corporate Connections.
Just a shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your backing and all your work.
Definitely.
So
wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So okay, cool. Right. So how this is going to work is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to run through under 16s first. Gareth, we're not going to talk player by player like we did last week. So I'm almost just want to announce them as we go. Or we can maybe make a quick comment on each player. Maybe that's cool. We make a quick comment on each player and we move on to the next so that we can, because there's quite a lot. Last week, we only did 1 team. Today, there's 3 teams. So it's short, sharp, and sweet. Then once we're done, we're going to say cheers to the coaches and we're going to have a couple of our players join us for a bit of a part of the show today. So cool. Okay, let me just share this quickly. It's this one. Okay, and then I play. Right, so here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Here's our junior squad announcement. Maybe just one last thing.
Yeah.
Please remember, we are only announcing 10 players plus the transfers we've done. So it's just like under 19s last week. There's still spaces available in our squads at 12, 14s and 16s. We have some players identified for some of those spots, but there's also some spots still left over. Okay, cool. So here we go. Under 16s. So Gareth, you can happily maybe sort of comment here too, and Maddie and Byron. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So player number 1 that's up, Ruben de Toy.
Oh.
Explosive opening batter.
Yeah.
It's quite excited to see what he brings this year. Especially from where he finished off last season. I think he's got some unfinished business to achieve. So yeah, looking forward to what he could probably bring to us.
Yeah, and he told me he wants to bowl this year, Gareth.
Happy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wants to bowl. And what do we bowl? Just by matter of interest.
I think he bowls left arm spin, a little bit of left arm orthodox.
Oh, that's always useful.
Orthodox. Yeah.
Exciting
cool.
player for you there, Gareth.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Very exciting indeed.
Yeah. Next up, Josh Petzer.
Our leg spinner, yeah. Some mystery there.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting fact about him.
Very well played last year. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't play the last 3 games, but when he left the tournament due to injury, I think he was the leading wicket taker.
He's definitely out there, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So
Leading wicket taker. Oh, that's nice.
X Factor leggy.
yeah, and as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, these are all our retained players from last year. Next up is Ryan Maritz.
Flare hands at the top of the order as well with a Ruben de Toy. Yeah.
Yeah. He can ping it. Yeah. We have 2 players in this squad that 2 years ago, they still that the score they put on is still the record for most runs in, I think, any junior LPL fixture, especially at under 14, but I think across the board. I think they got like 264 in 16 overs. I think Matt went out like with 2 or 3 balls to go. Both of them got hundreds. So yeah, just shows the power of Ryan. Can also do a bit with the ball.
Seriously.
Can also do a bit with the ball. Yeah. Right. Next up is.
Not bad there, Matt.
Yeah, not the worst sponsor going around. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. He had to get it in there. Yeah, a little bit of Black Widow. Yeah. Right, next up, Riche Rotenbach. Gaza?
Also did a great job with us last year.
Yeah.
Especially with the back end of the ball, open the ball when needed. About some really crucial power play.
Yeah.
I
just remember this kid remember this kid in the nets, Jodes, when we saw him the first time.
Oh my goodness, he smacked it a long way.
Wow.
A long way.
Wow. He put guys under pressure massively. You're proper bat speeder. Oh,
Yeah, proper.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next up, Josh Taylor. So Gareth does maybe not, and you know Josh, but he played, he's one of our under 14s from last year who's moved up into under 16 setup. Good job with the bat and the ball, played a crucial role at under 14. So it'd be interesting to see how he sort of goes this year.
Yeah, where he fits in,
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Gareth?
No, I'm excited for him. I think I've seen him play quite a bit. So he works well with the balance of our side, with both with bat and ball. Can offer work in the field as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he brings us.
What sort of role are you looking to play him in, without giving too much away? But I
so
mean,
that comes to so from what I know with batting, he's also one of those guys that can finish innings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. He can have that explosive hitting towards the end of the innings for us, sort of pinch hit to roll.
Yeah. I also think it's a good opportunity this year for him to for maybe all the guys who played under 14 last year, not just him, to come and learn from your Ruben de Toys, your Ryan Maritz's, you know, and take a bit of experience from these guys that are maybe a little bit more senior than them.
Definitely.
Then next up we have, who's this? This is Matt Tromp. Yes, it is.
Matt,
No.
I'm just double checking my names because I'm in a little bit of trouble from the live stream the other day, but on Instagram. But yeah, Matty Trump, the other half, like I said earlier, Ryan Maritz from that record partnership there. So Matty can definitely hit. For people who don't know, Matt scored, I think it's like 1,500 runs or 1,400 runs at an average of 95 for his school in this last season.
Ridiculous.
Crazy
Really.
talent.
Included a double hundred and 3 other hundreds, of which another one I think was 150 plus, I think, or close to that, or close to that. Yeah. So
9 scoring runs there. Ooh.
and the scary thing is, this is normal league cricket. I think those 1,400 runs came off something like 900 balls.
So he wasn't mucking about.
No, he wasn't mucking about.
He wasn't just working it off the hip down to fine leg for one. I'll guarantee you that.
No, balls 5 and 6 weren't getting worked down. No.
Maybe ball 6 to save strike for the next over.
I look forward to seeing what he can do for the side this season. Also coming up from the under 14s, eh?
Yeah.
Also coming up from under 14s, yeah.
But I think you're going to have a bit of work to tell Gareth what all your young pups are good at and what role they can fill there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
they're all gone.
Okay, Jürgen, let's just calm down.
Pep.
Okay. Seen the light there, Jones. It's Jürgen now.
Yeah.
It's Jürgen.
Pep to Jürgen.
Jürgen.
Right, next up, Driku Kriel. Driku's actually not younger. He's one of the, he played in the 16s last year as well. Right arm seamer, can hit the ball a little bit. So, yeah.
I must say, I like his retainees thus far.
Yeah. So I think what I'm really excited for Drico is
New ball as well.
a new ball, see what he can do, and maybe a little bit there in the middle period, or the death. But I'm very excited for him.
Good skill.
Yeah.
Good kid.
Has he got a bit of wheels behind him?
He's like quicker than you think, eh? He's quicker than you think.
But Matt, you say that about yourself, so that makes that easier to do.
And Matt ball's heavy 109.
That is standard.
Oh, Matt. Right, and then we got Josh Trump, also retained. Wicket keeper bat. 900 odd runs, so a little bit less than his other brother, but can bat. Crucial. I think Josh was captain last year of the under 14 Celestial Knights team, took us to victory there. So, there's potential leadership role to be played.
Who's now that you touched on it, I wanted to ask who's have we got an idea who we're looking to have as captain? G?
Captain of the ship.
I have an idea, but no, let me not say who it is. So I haven't.
Play the cards close to the chest. Play the
cards close
to the chest.
I wasn't expecting you to answer. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so there's an idea at least. Okay, cool. I think we're going.
Yeah. But yes, I have an idea, man.
Oh no.
Eddie, if you're going to share your thoughts, you must share what you're eating there, what?
Don't worry about what I'm putting into my body, champ. Don't you worry about how I can just finally tune the machine going.
Okay, right. Last retained player at under 16s is Sanchez Joseph. Off spinner.
We retained this guy. Oh.
Yeah. 3 overs in the power play, 2 for 14, almost stock standard all through LPL last year.
The value of having a spinner that can bowl in the power play. Oh, my man.
Very crucial to have it here.
Yeah.
So I dream of those things.
You and me both.
Yeah. So really, really happy to have Sanchez with the Knights again. And so to everybody listening, you can see how strong our under 14 squad last year was, and our under 16s, because we've been able to retain 9 players. We haven't had to add any news or there wasn't that under 16s for Knights this year, a lot of scope to add new players into the franchise. Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool. So then we go to gained players. So we gained 2 players so far for Knights. The first is Dean Bacher. Byron, you can maybe chat about him a little bit. Gareth doesn't maybe doesn't have that much on Dean. We sort of selected him because we know a little bit about him. We've seen him play, and he indicated that he was keen to join the Knights.
This little youngster I came across, obviously being involved in club cricket, I came across him in a President's game. He's playing Presidents for Old Eds. I watched him bat, and then I followed him through to his school, which is Cares, and I watched him bat in a few of the 2020 games and what have you there with a few of the other youngsters. And look, he really is a cut above. And I think he's a nice asset for Gareth to have in his side. Will solidify the batting with a bit more experience as well. So there's another guy that you can lean on. Also bowls a bit of off spin, but he tells me about his off spin, and he's very keen. I'm yet to see it executed properly. I haven't seen him bowl, but I believe he does from all his teammates. And if that's one thing, if his teammates are backing him, then we got to back him as well. But excited to have the young man in the squad. And interested to see what he brings to you, Gare.
Yeah, no problem. I also watched him bat. I think I saw him bat 1 innings, also a President's game. I was against Randburg, and from what I saw, he looked like he has really good temperament. So I think that's very good for the balance of the batting lineup as well. So
it's quite impressive to see a 16-year-old bat like it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. And then we've got Preciso Chile, fast bowler, Jeppy boy. Very, very excited. I've heard a lot of good things about him. Byron is happy.
We've got to have a Jeppy squad.
Yeah. We're stock standard.
When it comes down to a fight, then what's going to
happen? Oh, beauty. Yeah. So again, Byron, you can maybe, seeing that I think he obviously plays at your club. Yes. And so it's maybe a little bit of insight just on Sibusiso.
So just to let you guys know, Sibusiso is a young fast bowler. It falls in that category, as we spoke about it earlier, like Matthew, where he's a little bit quicker than you think. But listen, he does go both ways with the ball, which is beautiful to watch as well. When he's in a rhythm, it's a proper rhythm, let me put it that way. But very excited, bowls quickly, also can bat. I know he has been in the middle order for the school and the club, and exciting prospect, very good in the field, very agile as well, and a great little human. A very good little guy. I like him a lot, not just because he's a JP boy. He is a great little kid. Obviously brought up well. He has the right ethics and morals, which is great.
Yeah.
Much more than that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good humans, man. Nice. Well, just for me, it's nice to, me. I'm a fan of a quick bowler, so I'll be having a little look. Always nice to see. So cool. Excited.
Exciting prospect for Gauteng as well.
That's very cool.
Yeah, gents, I can't see the comments at this point in time. Is there any comments that we can see if anybody's commented on there? If there's anything that we must answer.
The last one I see is Lex.
Okay, cool. So there's 6 provincial players in the squad. 6 boys who've played provincial cricket for Gauteng, which is very exciting for me. It shows the strength and the quality of the cricketers we have. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Under 14s. Tiba, you up?
Yeah, boy.
Well, Gareth, all I say is good luck with that squad. It looks good so far, bud.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Brian. Yeah, thank you. Very excited.
Yeah, serious, man. That's nice.
You'll have me walking around the field, as you know. You'll see me there.
Happily, Byron.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Under 14s, here we go. First up, so the 14s, people will notice is we've actually had to do quite a lot of work here. Our under 14s, because we had such a strong under 14 group last year and a lot of them have come up, we've actually only managed to retain 3 players from last year's squad, which means there's a whole lot more game players in our under 14 team at this point in time, and we haven't filled all those slots yet, so there's still an opportunity. I think there's 1 or 2 spots still open in even our 10. So we're only going to announce 8 players in our under 14 squad, along with 8 retained and gained, and then there's a couple of transfers. I think we've done 3 transfers into this team at this point in time. So yeah, so first up, Troy Herald, left arm seamer, can bat a bit, can hit the ball, especially off the front foot, likes to hit the ball, give it a good whack. Yeah, Tiba, thoughts?
Yeah, he played really well for us last year, doing very well with the ball, and he's one of the guys who can actually create pressure to the batters.
Yeah,
and very committed guy who is there for the team always. So it's really good to have him back in the team again.
Yeah, cool. Next up is Ethan Murphy. Ethan Murphy, leg spin. Exactly, and that's the response you get from this kid. He is so keen, you know, he's a leggy. Yeah, a leggy, and I think last year he came in close to the tournament almost as like a replacement. We had an injury to a leggy who had to pull out from our squad, and so Ethan was joined I think 2 days before the tournament started. But yeah, became part of the squad very quickly and contributed on the field.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Legend, man.
Yeah. Tiba?
Yeah, with Ethan, to be honest, is one of the kids that I saw who love their game. Very sorry about that sound. That's one kid that I know who actually loves his cricket and is so passionate about cricket, hardworking. Yeah, he might look so small, but what he does, you won't believe it, because last time when he played North Cliff, I was really shocked to see him. He can actually hit a big 6, so it's not just a ball actually. So
yeah, never judge a small package, but
yeah. Yeah, so we didn't get to, but the thing is we didn't get to see that in him last year because the batting plans, everything was in place. So he really came in at the back end to bowl. That's the skill set we needed. So he basically came into the team to do that. But I think he's a knight through and through, and I enjoy his spirit and his energy and sort of his overall, just what he brings to the team too, you know.
Oh, I'm interested to meet this kid properly.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah, good boy. Last retained player from last year, the big hitting, left-handed opening bowler, Nathan Lamont.
Nathan is a big boy that we had last year. Who is also a left-arm seamer. He bowls really fast, and he can hit a long ball. So really happy to have him again in this year's team.
The 109 category, Pip.
No.
He's quicker than that. No, he's quicker. At least 150.
And he hits it
5 steps.
He hits it very long. He hits it very, very clean, this boy.
Black Widow as well, Matt.
Nah, if he had a black widow, it would just be unfair. So he's got to use just the normal stuff just to keep
like a DM or something.
Like a DM or something like that.
The normal stuff.
Yeah, but it's okay, cool. So like I said, we had to do a bit of work here with our under 14. So here is all of our game players. I'll let you know in between which ones are the ones we've transferred and which are the ones just been added to the squad. So first up, Shahil. I always say his name incorrectly, but it's Shahil Kasserchun, left-handed batter, can bowl a bit of off spin. Yeah, excited. I think he hits for the little bit I've seen at nets at our trials is he hits different areas. You know, you get those left-handers that they access parts of the field potentially that could have other people under the pump a little bit. Yeah, so very, very, very excited to have him part of the Knights this year. Tiba, it's going to be interesting for you to pick a batting lineup again, Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting batting lineup.
very interesting to pick a batting lineup. There's a couple of kids here that can play. You didn't see much of Shail, I think, but yeah, my sense and my feel is good batter, can put a bit of pressure on the opposition. Yeah, cool. Any comments, Tiva, or must I just run through it, Jack? Because
no, you can just run it through.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So you comment when you can. This is Keegan Lewis. He's one of our new transfers from Supermen into the Knights.
Good
when
cricketer.
boys are, yeah, when kids arrive at trials and they go, I don't want to play at Supermen this year, I want to play at the Knights, then that makes my heart very happy, especially if they're cricketers like Keegan, can hit the ball. To me, he's like a proper all-rounder. He fits into that category. You know, Matt, how we always struggle to say whether you're a batting all-rounder or bowling all-rounder. Like, you like to look at yourself that you can do both. This kid to me is like that. He's not more a bowling or more a batting all-rounder. He's like just that. He can just do both. Like,
I like
full
that.
stop.
Yeah, he's a proper cricketer, this kid. But Matt, just in saying that, if you carry on eating, you're gonna be an all-rounder soon.
Listen, Byron,
Oh, my soul.
don't you worry about me, champ. You actually reminded me that I should keep on eating. Thanks, boy. You're a legend. Thanks, boy.
Yes, I love this blazer.
I was just about to say, Byron, this is just for you, JP boy. Kai van Aert. Kai actually wanted to play for us 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And then there was he wasn't sure how long the program that he's involved with at Easton's, how long that's going to be. And he pulled out, and then I think he ended up playing for, it might have been, I think it was Bank. And last year he played for Bank again, and then this year his dad said, no, I want him to come to the Knights. So I was very, very happy when they decided to make that commitment to the Knights this year. So yeah, good top order bat, good top order bat. Yeah.
Yeah,
And from what I saw,
a nice asset for
he's
you.
got good energy. Well.
Good energy, yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
He's a kid who loves having fun, let it be off the field or whatever. So I don't think we do need something like that, obviously, when you're dealing with the youngsters.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. Next up, Sam Wearne. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his surname correctly. It's Wearne. Sam Wearne, St. David's boy, leg spinner, can bat a bit, but predominantly picked for bowling some leggies. I saw him. I don't know if Tivo was at the trial that he was at, because so Gareth can maybe more comment. So there's a couple of boys who arrived at our under 16 trials, and then we realized, hang on, but they still qualify for under 14. So Sam is one of those. He bowled beautiful leggies at those under 16 boys, and then we were like, we like what we see, but you can come play under 14s rather.
Yeah.
So was he spinning webs?
No, he was. Yeah. No, he's bowling beautifully. Good control. Gave it a good
spin.
Really
good control. There was no half track because of full toss circle. Yeah.
So if he can, so if he can do that under pressure, we can definitely set a field, and I think he can do a very good job.
Yeah, just a leg spinner that's got control like that. Hard to find.
Yeah. So this is Kabir Bhattacharjee. Kabir. Yeah. So Kabir, the interesting thing with Kabir is they come from here, and they moved to South Africa when he was under 11. I started coaching him on and off. He was at Randburg Cricket Club, played a bit of cricket there, and then when I think he was like end of his under 13 year or end of under 12 year, they left and they went back to India. And I always kept in touch with his dad, and one day I saw, but he's back in South Africa on Facebook. So I started chatting with him, and then he came over to our trials again. He came to the under 16 trials. He was spanking those under 16 bowlers proper. And then I went over to the dad, Kumar, and I said, what's his date of birth? And I'm like, because our under 16 batting lineup is pretty solid. And I'm like, we're going to struggle to fit this kid in under 16 from a batting point of view. I was like, but he can play at 14. So it actually made my day. Hard hitting, top order batter who bowls leggies.
Yeah, he's a good
can
kid,
bowl,
man. He's a good
and
kid.
a very good kid. Very, very, very good kid. Yeah.
You got a
Yeah.
beard.
Well,
It's not,
well,
it's not 5 o'clock shadow. I'm going to tell you that much.
Oh.
It's my beard, but I mean, it's close. You know?
yeah. Right. Johan Shanker, under 14, also a game player. Josh, sorry, his dad's is Johan. Josh Shanker.
Johan, yeah.
Left-handed top order batter, wicket keeper, and captaincy potential. I really think he's got that ability to maybe lead the Knights this year. It's obviously not my decision to make, but I think in part we picked him because we see that in him, you know, or wanted him as part of the Knights this year because we see that that potential in him, and we'd want to use that. Yeah, cool. Next up is Floris Maynard. We've actually just done this transfer a day or two ago, so transferred to the Knights.
So Jody, him and Josh are actually good mates. They play school cricket together and club cricket together.
Yeah. So
Two hell of a good cricketers to add to that under 14 squad, Tiba. That's very nice.
And he's
That's a goodie. That's a goodie.
Yeah, and he's also left-handed opening bat or left-handed top order bat, most probably open or in line for opening slot.
Hits it hard as well.
Hits it hard, and very, very, very excited to have him as part of the Knights this year. Also
good cricket brain as well. Doesn't show it, but has a good cricket brain as well.
He doesn't show it. That's interesting. Right, so I think that's a done for under 14s. That's a done for under 14s. Okay, and so here we go, under 12. So the interesting thing, actually, our under 12 squad last year is that 6 of those boys still qualified to play this year. And so even though their performances wasn't that great, it maybe shows that they were a slightly younger squad, you know. And so this year, without putting too much pressure on them, because, you know, pressure from the outside is not necessarily always a good thing, but without putting too much pressure on them, I really just think they've got a good chance to do a lot better than they did last year. And so very excited to announce the under 12.
I think they'll also, like you say, with them being retained and coming up and staying in the same age group, they'll feel a bit more comfortable this year, not having a bunch of older guys around and playing against. So yeah, exciting times for these guys.
There's a lot of quality here, eh? I mean, like the cricketers we're going to bring up here, there's a lot of quality here. So excited.
Yeah. First up, Hayden Campbell. And I didn't put these in any particular order, but Hayden he played for Knights last year. Hayden can open the batting and open the bowling.
Yeah.
Mr. Cricket.
Swings the ball up front. I'll never forget last year, Matt. Can you remember we stood next to the field? It's a moment captured in my mind. Yeah. Hayden ran up and bowled. I think he bowled the second over. Yeah, Caden opened from the one side. Caden Sanka opened from the one side, and he bowled from the other end. And he ran up first ball, and this oak took a big swing, and he nicked it. And I think Ben took a stunner at the back.
That's almost ridiculous.
Something ridiculous. Like, yeah, and then if only that continued through the rest of the tournament. But it's a moment. Like Hayden is maybe a little bit smaller than other kids his age, but he's got a heart like not a lot of people out there, and he bowls beautiful away swing, and he ran up and he nicked this oak off, and Ben took an absolute scream at the back.
Bring the new ball in. He does have that ability just to shape it, and late he gets it to go.
Yeah.
So,
I see in disguise, yeah.
A proper, he's a good kid, man. Like he just like eats, breathes, sleeps cricket. You know, just a good kid, man.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, and good fun and good banter.
Serious bands though. If anything,
yes, Moats, you're gonna have some challenge there, but
listen, me and the young man get along.
No, man,
get along properly.
Banter.
Hey Matt, does that remind you of when you were a little warthog, that little oak?
I think I was. To be fair, he was probably a bit bigger than when I was that age. He had a little bit on me. That's why I'm eating now, so I can try and fill out.
Yeah. Right. Next up, Jean de Toy. Jean de Toy is
Ruben.
Jean de Toy is Ruben's brother. Oh shucks, sorry. I just got a message here, and I want to correct this. I will find the picture and have it up. Under 14s, we missed a player. I actually have his photo. I didn't put it in there. This young bowler. I tell you what, I own it. No, so this kid, this boy, and it's not the one that's on the screen. This boy, he arrived at Celestial Knights trials under 14s. Like I said, we had a lot of work to do, and he came there and he blew my mind. He had some kids hopping around. I think his bowling action is maybe a bit raw, so there's a little bit of work we need to do. But Aiden Godfrey, I'm sorry I forgot you, but yes, you are there, under 14s. I'll find your photo just now and I'll put it up so that people can see you. Very excited about what you're going to bring to the tournament. You know, and the contribution you're going to make definitely with a ball. So I just want to throw that out there. Sorry about that, gents. But yeah, so back to Jean de Toy over here. Jean is a I don't know how to explain this. Very good cricketer, full stop. Bowls a bit of off spin, can bat in the top 3, can hit a long ball, good sportsman. Motsi, I don't know. Have you got any other thoughts on him?
Well, the boy, as you're telling me that he's genuine quality, and we drew him in because he can bat in the top 3 and he can clear the boundary, because the format we're playing, we're looking for oaks who can actually hit a very long ball. So we're very excited about having him as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It must be quite good if he's got to compete with his brother in the garden week in, week out. So he
Lots of missing balls there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I wonder how many other window builders at home.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know either.
Through the roof as well.
Must get their parents involved. Yeah. And
get
genuine quality. Involved.
Yeah. Right, next up, Ben Hockley.
Yeah.
Hockers,
my boy.
Yeah. Class, boy.
Jones, if anything, don't bowl back of the length, because it might will
disappear
with interest.
Yeah.
When I throw balls to this kid and he's in a mood, and it doesn't matter where I throw the ball, it goes over cow. Although I don't necessarily think it's a good thing, that you just hit it in one direction, but it just shows the skill of him. That it doesn't matter where I throw it, he can hit it in the same place and hit them clean. So
doesn't mind scoring runs, this boy as well.
No. I think he's got 1400s in primary school so far, 13 or 1400s in primary school, with the highest that I think is over 150. So
I think he's going after his dad's records there, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the records of all these boys that we're picking, but being the coach of Ben, I can say that I know this about him. He's a good cricketer. Wicket keeper too. Kept and captained the under 12 side last year. So, really excited to see what he brings this year to the under 12 setup. Next, we're almost at the end of this. Kian Vermaak, Moats.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts here?
Came across this boy in the Winter League tournament, and he's one of those players in the opposition team that if he comes off, the other team normally wins the game. So we are very, very happy to have retained the boy. He can genuinely bat. He hits it clean as well. And funny enough, he has got a younger brother as well who can also bat. But I think this man sets the standards in the family.
Yeah. Cool. And he can bowl a bit of off spin, eh? I don't know if you said that, but he can bowl a bit of off spin.
Yeah.
Cool. Next up, Jake Hockley.
Yeah.
Jake.
Oh,
let's go, Jake.
Our leggy.
Jake now. Yeah, leggy.
Leggy, yeah.
Plays with not necessarily a lot of not a lot bothers him on a cricket field, or he does, even if it does bother him, he doesn't
super
show
chilled.
it. So
super chilled.
Super chilled. Give me the ball.
Chilled.
Let me bowl. Let me do my job.
Yeah.
Does his job, takes his wickets, keeps the runs down,
and he's chilled. He's like, anyway,
very chilled.
Another day in the office.
Another day in the office.
That must also
Right,
be an
next up,
interesting
next up,
garden
Kyle.
episode of these two brothers.
Yeah, and they've got an older
Yeah.
brother. They've got an
Yes.
older brother, Tristan. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
And,
think the
and
God,
dad. So they got two teams.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Right. And
Yeah.
they've got balance there. There's a lot of balance there in that family there.
in that family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah.
Balancing.
Mm-hmm.
Balance.
Oof. Ooh, Butler.
Baby.
Aish.
Yeah, Kyle Butler.
Yeah, man's got wheels, Baba. Got wheels and he hits
He's
it.
got wheels.
Got wheels and he hits it. And he hits it. Yeah, see. So he's the oak. He comes in and he just goes from ball one. Like, I don't think he's got what you call a defensive shot in his makeup. He just goes. And if he comes off, yes, see. Just put everyone on the boundary, please. Just do that.
Can't put everyone on the boundary.
The rules, yeah,
Can't put
mate.
everybody- 5 out, only 5 out. Matty, you coach Kyle. Just show us those stats there.
Yeah,
How many
let's-
hundreds has he scored?
I think he's got 400s. I think 400s. He got one when he was under 9. He went back to back. I think at under 9 he got back 100s. Like Motsi says, he can bowl quickly. Yeah, he can bowl quickly when he wants. He can really put it down. So.
And on average, how many balls does it take him to get those?
Oh,
All of them.
I think he hasn't got 100 where he's faced more than 40 balls. I think it's in and around there. It's like,
He hits.
So,
Yeah.
He
hits.
He really does, and he's a good kid. A good kid, quite soft spoken, but with ball and bat in hand, he allows that to do the talking. So this is a good kid, nice guy. So yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Kyle Butler.
Have you got the all-star side here, mate?
Right.
Got
Then we've
genuine
got
quality here. Got genuine quality.
onto our
Maxi
onto our game
Burrows.
players. Onto our game players.
Yeah.
Max Burrows.
Yeah.
Max is first trial. So a couple of these boys came to all our trials we had. So he's one of them. Wants to play for the Knights. First trial I watched him play and I was like, not too sure. Second trial he came and I could not stop talking about this kid. I just think he
You chewed my ear off.
I think he's a good cricketer. And I cannot see us not taking a cricketer like this and make him part of the Knights, especially if he wants to be with us, So really excited to see what he brings. He can bowl, can bat.
Can bat.
Most probably you would class him more as a batting all-rounder, but he's that sort of a player. He's a very good batter who can really bowl, but he'll do it from number 3 or 4, not 5 or 6 or 7, if you get what I'm putting down. At his age currently. So very, very, very excited. Maxi, welcome to the Knights. Next up, Keegan Smallbone.
Yeah.
Okay, Moats, it doesn't help you nod your head and you don't tell people what you think.
Sorry. So came across this boy. We came across this boy in the winter tournament, and the quality that he possesses, there was no way we were going to let him go. Absolutely no way. So even at trials, whispering Jody's here, I was like, listen, we gotta pick this boy. We gotta pick him definitely. He's got quality, and he can turn it over as well. So might give him a couple overs in the power play. Put the boy under pressure to see what he does. Understand? See how he handles that. But I think we've got a good head on his shoulders, so we're very excited about him as well.
Yep. And cool. And then so he also a nice big hitter of the ball, likes to hit it. And can also bowl a bit of off spin.
Yeah.
JJ Basun, Tabani coaches JJ at the academy. Left arm seamer, rapido, and can definitely give the ball a bit of a thump. So
he can pitch.
Yeah, he can pitch.
Yeah, he can pitch. So like some of these oaks will be expecting them, to continually listen, boys, just go because we have genuine quality hitters in the side. Yeah, that we're not concerned about. So we know, listen, you can clear. So go in, boy, and just give it a bash. Give it a bash, boy. You know, give us a rocket ship, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Last one up, and then there's one boy under 12 whose photo I never got, but we can chat about him too. Timothy Gordon.
Oof. Hey. So there are certain batters who just, you know, they'll hit any bowler and they'll hit him around the whole park. So he's a Mr. 360 basically. That's what I like to call him. And he's genuine quality. Yeah, he's able, like honestly. So told Jody, like, listen, get this boy here, get him here because we needed another batsman as well who can go, good fielder as well. But listen, when he hits it, it stays hit. Even the ball whistles. Have you ever heard of? We would like a couple of boys here. We expected them, like, you know, listen, give us good performances, boys. Give us good performances.
Yeah. Then the one player that's photo I didn't get is Tendai Kajadamare.
Oh yeah.
Right arm rapido, right arm fast.
So we got wheels.
Yeah, he's our one transferred under 12. He played for Warriors last year, so very, very excited to see what Tendai is going to bring to Knights this year. Yeah.
I'm liking the look of this under 12 side. Wow.
Yeah, me too.
Really good. Eh?
Nicely balanced.
Yeah, good balance, man. Like, got a little bit of everything. Guys that can, you know, we've got a guy that can swing it. We've got a couple of guys that bowl a little bit of energy. We've got a left arm seamer. Like, that's really cool, man. That's really cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck with that side, man.
Thank you, Mina. Thank you.
I foresee a positive brand of cricket being played at.
Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of fun with the boys.
Yeah, tell you what. Nice.
Super keen.
Yeah, no, very excited. Well, let's hope the boys will probably be running in with face masks, so it could be incredible. See?
Yeah.
When they take a wicket, they'll have to keep their distance. They're social distancing, so
no team huddle.
No team huddle. There could be some elbows flying around. Incredible. Yeah.
Tell me, do you think the umpire will hear them appealing through the mask?
Don't even get me started on the standard umpires. Don't even. Why did you want to?
Typical man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it will be better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we've invited a couple of boys to join our sort of time here today. Coaches, if you want to stay on, more than welcome to, but I know one or two of you said that you might have to go and do some other stuff. So if you need to do that, happy that you pop off at any point in time.
Steve Pep's already left the window,
Yeah, he sent me a message saying my network is just doing lovely stuff.
He's got to go see the formation. It's 4-4-2 tonight. Yeah.
That's noise we apologize for. It's that noise is not now. It's in the house. He's got to go deal with that right now.
Yeah. Okay, let me just get a hold of these guys.
Myron, you put me in a state now. Speaking about umpires, crisis chat.
Sorry, bud. Sorry. But I believe, Matt, it is going to be better this year.
That's what they said last year,
I've
man.
heard that before.
But it was a little bit better.
In what way was it a little bit better?
They're off.
They are right.
Breathe.
No.
Okay. Right. So Josh and Ben, you guys can put your sound on. I see Josh's video is on.
How's it, Jody? How's it, everyone?
Hey,
Josh,
hey.
How's it?
How's it going?
Good.
How's the lockdown?
Yo, it's tough scenes, eh?
Tough scenes, eh?
Tough scenes.
How's the Call of Duty? How's the thumb dexterity? How's that going? Good? Are you working well?
Good.
This one, yeah, this one, yeah.
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 I win my now.
Nice.
How's it,
Okay,
Mo?
cool.
Hey,
Right,
it's no
so-
gang
What's
signs there,
happening?
please.
What's happening? It's a peace sign, you know.
Just
What's
saying
happening,
bye.
boys? Peace. It's a peace sign.
I've never seen peace like this, man.
It's
never
peace.
seen
This.
In what country do you do
Hey,
this?
what is this?
It's peace. This.
The umpires mark 2 balls. left.
Oh, you bring him back to umpires. Gareth will get shot here.
Yo, I don't think my
Get
screen
booted.
state is good enough to deal with this. I don't know if I can. I don't think I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Right, gents, a little bit of order here, please. My goodness, Moses.
Order.
I just want to throw this out there. Just myself and I see everybody's got their nice blue clothing on, man, except for purple like Matt. I've got this grey top on. Yeah. Tell you what.
That's what happens when you go on holiday, Jody, and you leave your wardrobe behind.
Yeah. Okay,
Bye-bye.
cool. Right. So Ben's with us. So players that we've got here. So I assumed when I put out the invite to our players that we won't get a lot of take from under 14 because a lot of those players are new with the Knights.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got Ruben and Josh from the under 16 team.
Yeah.
And then we've got Hayden, Keegan, and Ben from the under 12s joining us here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of you have got any questions for them, but I maybe have. But you guys can fire away. Yeah.
Not all at once, folks.
Yeah, we're gonna ching chong cha.
Yeah.
Okay. So first question we can go one at a time. Josh, Ruben. We'll go in this order just because it's on my screen like this. We'll go Josh, Ruben, Hayden, Keegan, Ben. Okay. My question to you is, what do you guys think of your squad that we've just announced? Josh, you're up. Go. Fire away.
Yeah, Jody,
Fuckers.
I really think we do have a really good squad. We have a very good balance of some big hitting batters and even the few that can keep the innings together when we find ourselves like in a tough situation when we've lost a few early wickets. And then we also do have the bowling options with an opening bowler with a spinner, and then we have our good pace options with Sibusiso and Driku. So I really do think our squad has a good chance of going all the way.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Ruben, any thoughts from you?
I'm quite excited about our squad. I think we have a good squad this year, especially with our batting. I think we have a lot of potential there. I think we have 1 or 2 good pace bowlers. Quite excited about that, and I think we can go far this year.
Yeah,
Awesome. How far do you think you can go, Ruben? So semi-final last year?
No, I back us to go to the finals this year, even when I think we can win it.
Okay. Awesome. So everybody knows out there, Ruben messages me. What do we need for our squad? How can I help? And so I think, thank you to you, Ruben, for helping us or trying to help us as much as you can to build the squad. And so Sibusiso is with us in part because of some of the chats I've had with you. So yeah, just thank you.
Oh,
Thanks for all those contributions.
Yeah. That's what we like. That's really cool. Nice.
Yeah.
See you at 19, Ruben.
Right, Hayden. Yeah,
Sorry.
Hayden, what do you think of your squad? No, Hayden, you got to speak a little bit up. Can't hear you.
Nothing. I can't hear nothing.
Hayden's sound is off.
No idea. I was about to say.
Campbell.
Hey, dude.
Get him on. Can't hear nothing.
All in way, baby.
Campbell. Yes. Well,
No, we can't hear you, Hayden. Hayden, maybe
He's
log
talking,
off and
though.
log back on quickly. And while you do that, then we'll chat with Keegan and Ben. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Keegan, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the squad there? So Keegan is new with us, as you saw when we announced the teams. Yeah. Wait, Keegan, we must unmute you. Yeah. Okay, cool. Keegan, you're on.
Well, I think our squad's really strong. I think our squad's really strong because no, he's off.
Tell them,
Bring him off.
red card.
Keegan. Keegan, the live stream is a little bit behind our conversation. So you follow the conversation with us and don't worry about what's happening on the live stream.
Focus, my brother.
Okay.
Focus.
Yes, you think we have a good squad?
I think the squad's strong because I'm new to the team, so I don't know much of the boys. But I think if we can like practice with each other, get to know each other, I think we can gel really well, and I think we could potentially win it.
Yeah, awesome. I like the confidence.
And welcome to the Knights, young man.
Yeah,
thank you.
To the Knights. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Hayden, can we see what your sound's doing? Hayden, are you with us?
Campbell.
Hello, Hayden. No, we can't hear you, Hayden. Can't hear you. Okay, let's go, Ben, quickly. Ben.
Yeah, I think our squad's really powerful because we got a few big hitters in there. We got good bowlers. Our squad's quite experienced from last year. Yeah, and I think we can go all the way to win it this year.
Cool. Ben, what do you enjoy most about the LPL?
You can just go there and have fun. There's no problem there. Yeah.
Ben, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Who hits your father further in the garden? You or your brother?
Easy game.
Me, buff. Oh.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah, I can imagine. Does Tristan spin them past your bat still or not really?
Yeah, a few times, yeah.
Few times. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. Coaches, any other questions for the boys?
I think I'm okay. If I think of anything, I'll
all good.
All good.
Right, boys, is there anything that you'd want to add? Is there anything that you feel that you want to say today? Because I just put the thing out there saying that that you guys want to, if anybody wants to come on here, then they must come and join us. So is there anything that you want to say in particular that made you say, yeah, let me join in the chat? Or do you just want to have a bit of fun with us here?
Nah, Jody, I just want to have fun.
You just want to have fun. Okay, cool. Sweet.
Away from the hip.
Fantastic answer. Fantastic. I just want to have fun.
You in.
Okay, let's just check quickly. Hayden is back. Hayden.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yeah, we can hear Hayden. Okay, Hayden, what do you think of your team?
Yeah, I think our team is quite good. I'm really happy for them. I played against some of the new guys that are in the team. They're quite good, so I'm happy to finally play with them and meet them. Last year, our team, I like the team, just we didn't do very well. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So how do you think the team can do this year?
Do better this time.
Okay, cool. So if it's just about having a bit of fun, share with us maybe a little bit. So Keegan, you might not be able to answer this question, but share with us maybe the other boys here, your one best moment of the LPL so far.
Yeah,
Anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, is that for the?
Yeah, for the boys that have joined us, your one best memory from the LPL. Keegan, I'll ask you something else, but for Josh, Ben, Hayden, Ruben, what's your one really good night's memory from the LPL?
Sure, I can't really remember.
So many to choose from.
What did you have for breakfast, bud?
Yeah, one of my memories is when last year I was bowling, like Jody mentioned earlier when they told they mentioned me in the team. When the guy edged it and Luke Smith took us one hand at slip.
Oh yeah, it was Luke at slip that was not.
Yeah,
Ben.
it wasn't.
Yeah. Ah, thanks for reminding us. Thanks for reminding us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's a good memory. That's a good one.
Yeah. Don't often see like slip fielders at that age like take stunners. You know, when a guy runs up and they let it rip.
It was
one-handed.
What is take?
Yeah, what made it extra special was that it was my first wicket in the IPL. So
yeah.
Yes, that'll stay with you forever then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you for setting the record straight there. Sorry to Luke. I seem to be doing a lot of that this week. Yeah. Josh or Ruben?
Jody, I can share a funny moment with you.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was funny in the moment, but now like I tune Matt about it. So like it was in the final last year of the LPL, and Matt and I were at Sun City for our tennis tour, and we had to drive back that afternoon to come play the final. And we get in there, and we were playing Superman, and they put on like 120 in their 16 overs, and then we come out there to bat. We've just driven 5 hours back from Sun City, me and my brother. First ball, Matt misses. Next one, Matt tries to bill scoop this thing or some weird thing and gets clean ball. For a second ball.
I remember that.
He did got 6 runs and over, and he comes in there.
Freezing night as well.
I remember that.
Funny story.
Yeah.
And then probably one of the best moments is when Jake Schrader cut the bowler for 4 through the covers, and we won the LPL last year. So
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. That was probably one of the most intense games I've ever watched at the LPL, other than the senior final the first year. Other than the senior final,
it was like that. It had that feel to it. Yeah.
Yeah, proper game. Ruben, anything there from your side?
I don't really have any specific one. I just remember last year, we had a lot of banter in our team. There were lots of clowns. Our team was full of clowns. We just every single game we just enjoyed it, and especially on the field, we just took it out to the batsmen. And I remember Coach Cam was almost competitive. He would like come on the field, like one of the other team chips or whatever. It just tournaments.
Okay, awesome.
Oh,
yeah, Keegan, what I want to know from you maybe is what is it you're looking to gain from playing for the Knights? So you, like Max, you've attended every one of our trials. You've made it very apparent to us that you want to play for the Knights. What is it that about the Knights that made you go, yeah, I want to play here. I really want to be here?
We had a lot of bands on our team.
Well, I think you guys are previous winners, and just like the way you treat us and like you interact with us, and it's not like like other franchises where they're just throwing balls to you like full. Here we get to like mess around in between and have some fun.
Oh, Jody. That sea breeze there, I'm telling you, it does something. It does something. It happens too frequently, and this is what happens all the time.
We're gonna rag him. Jody!
Jody.
Going up,
he's getting
away, Jody. Yeah? Like he heard that it's level 4 now. He can go and surf now. He's got
the rash fest out. He's off he goes.
He's gonna go surf.
He's gonna go surf. I'm telling you, man. He's gonna go out there. He's gonna go surf now. Golden.
Yes,
Crazy.
So To the youngsters, just a quick question: have any of you got any goals that you'd like to achieve through this year's LPL? Are there any sort of milestones that you're looking to achieve, or are you just purely based on a team basis? Who's the oldest in this group so far? I think it's Ruben, eh? Ruben, can we start with you?
I think I definitely win LPL this year. Or at least make fun. But I think we have a good winning. And also I want to be the leading run scorer for this year. Last year I think I was second with like behind. But yeah.
Okay. So you got a little goal. Who's next?
Yeah, I'll go next. I'm like, so I don't have many goals winning as like a youngster into the under 16 team, as now I'm coming up from under 14s. So it's more like to try and learn from them and to try and move on for next year when I become a senior, so then I can lead the youngsters that join the team. So it's more of a team-based goal for try get the team to try do as best as they can.
I like that. And tell me, what do you think as a youngster coming into the side and maybe not performing the role that you used to within your normal teams that you play for? What do you think one of the big areas you can affect the team's energy with? What are those areas?
Definitely, I think coming up as we've won the under 14 thing. I definitely like it gives us confidence that we can now boost the other guys in our team and give them the feeling and like tell them that like it's actually really, really, really nice to win the tournament. And yeah,
good vibes.
Yeah,
Okay.
give it some good vibes.
Okay, cool. Who's next?
Yeah, me. I don't have any goals this season. I just want to go there and have fun and hit a ball.
Okay.
Simple. Well done.
Simple game plans, folks. Simple game plans up there at the top, champ.
Obvious. Simple.
Simple. See it, hit it far.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Okay.
Next.
Hayden, let's go.
Yeah, one of my goals is that this year, last year it was a different ball. I was used to the 1-1-3, so it's new this year. I'm more used to it because I've been playing with it this year. So this year I'm hoping to get my bowling more tight and try and get more wickets. So I get up that leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, one ball at a time, eh?
Yeah.
Who we got next there?
Jason.
Jace.
Well, I think because this is my first season with the Knights, I think I just want to try win the tournament and make some new friends.
Cool.
Now listen, if you can do just one of those things, make some new mates, then I think that's the tournament has served its purpose, man. If you can make some new friends and enjoy your time with us, then that's what it's about. Then the skills will happen, you know. So if you're in a Moats, I'm sure we'll create that environment. So yeah. So,
I'm a hugger.
well, not now, Moats. I mean, this is the reason why Corona is spreading is because of that. Crisis, chaps. I can't believe I've just heard that. You've got even like the people's elbow. You gotta just elbow him.
Okay, our elbow.
There we go. Now you're elbowing 12-year-olds. I can't handle this. What is going on here now? These people's elbow.
Oh no.
Too much.
Oh no. I actually think I'm gonna go like Japanese after this whole thing and do the whole
namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. That's class.
I think so.
Imagine we incorporate along with the Knights. We just do that. We become the Namaste team. Eh? Every time we take a week.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay.
Cool.
Sorry, I had to pop off there. My internet gives me some wobbles every now and then.
How are the waves, Joe? They're right.
No, the waves are beautiful. The waves are beautiful. There's no problems with the waves. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. So I don't know if because we've got a couple of LPL business matters to chat about. You know.
Yeah.
So boys, unless you've got anything else to add, we want to maybe just say cheers for now. We'll see you hopefully if the LPL gets played very, very soon. So yeah, in the meantime, stay safe, do your thing, etc.
Keep active.
Yeah.
Not
And thank you for giving up a little bit of your time to join us today.
Yeah, it was good. And how does it go? Namaste.
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 Namaste, guys. Namaste.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Bye bye, Ben. Bye bye, Ruben. Cheers, Josh.
See you guys.
Cheers, and Hayden.
Guys. Cheers,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Keep safe, guys.
Cheers, guys.
You'll find it, Hayden. There we go.
There we
Like,
go.
A little bit better with the technology, you know. Like, log out, save video, post now. Like, see, now we're getting a tour now of Ben's house.
How do I
The
leave?
cribs.
Well done, Ben.
That was fun. That was fun. Yeah.
Incredible scenes.
Okay, so stock standard, maybe a little bit of transfer talk to get us started here. Always excited to be chatting transfers and what's happening in the land of LPL. Yeah. So transfers, if we talk about this now, this will be senior transfers. So we as the Knights have completed our first one, and I believe Bank is going after someone. No one seems to know who, but apparently Bank is going after a big name. All the budget they made. Uncle Nish is pulling out all the stops there. That's just what I hear via the grapevine. Yeah.
Because they're using that, they got one more, because they used their two on. Oh no, they transferred out. Have they bought any? Who've they bought in?
I can tell you now.
Because they let go of Insulin and Van Wyk, Hawks.
And Cock.
And Alex Cock, yeah.
And Alex Cock, yeah.
And I believe the old Johnson, he's retired, so they don't have him either.
Oh, is Johnson retired?
Well, that's what he said. Do you remember when we spoke last week? He said to get Dad to come out of retirement.
No, but he's gone to the Warriors. They've sold him to the Warriors.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah. Unless Warriors bought somebody that's not going to play.
No, he'll play. He's a badger.
Bank hasn't bought anybody yet.
So
Bank hasn't bought him.
They got big budget. They're going to spend there.
Yeah.
They've lost good cricketers there, like Alex Cox.
Cricketers, yeah.
I don't know if my budgets are 100% correct, because I'm waiting for the LPL to send me just which of those junior deals didn't go through, and I'm waiting for, yeah, basically I think that's the only thing. But at my budget, All Stars have 11.3 million, so they got a bit of cash. They got a bit of cash. Yeah,
they got some cash. I suppose we can chat about our transfer, because at seniors,
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sore spot for you. I can understand that.
Yeah, you've got to make some tough calls, eh? But maybe this is a cool. It's a cool opportunity to maybe give some insight into the struggles we have as franchises when it comes to deciding who to actually retain at any given time. You know, so the player in question from a Knights point of view is a fairly decent all-rounder, but we can only retain 6 at senior level, plus an under 19 retention, and then you can write to match at the auction. So we've got to consider who will go for the least amount of money, who will go for the most amount of money, who's other franchises potentially interested in, who do we really want to keep because of the value they bring to a franchise. And so I think you always sit with like 2 or 3 players, depending on how sort of good your squad is or have been for you. You always sit with this thing that, you know, these 3 players, how do we actually keep them? Like how? And so if franchises show interest in players, then then it becomes a tough call. Do we put them in the auction and try and right to match them, or do we must say bite the tough bullet, the really, really tough bullet at times? Say, okay, cool, we're happy for the player to go. And I suppose that was the case with this transfer for us, that we made the tough call after chatting with the player, the long chats with Byron, the coach.
Yeah.
And so we made the call to let the player go, which we're hoping is not going to bite us too hard at some point in time.
Yeah, I believe Calvin's hamstring is very sore on days that he play in the nights. I just thought, his hamstring, that left hamstring of his doesn't seem to be quite right on those days.
It was part of the deal. It was part of the deal.
Yeah.
The hamstring would be just a little bit tighter than usual.
I hope Ahmed read the fine print. I really do.
It doesn't matter. It's gone through, but so doesn't matter.
So basically the deal is, for everybody who wants to know, that he did a player swap with Cats. So Calvin Johnson from the Knights went to the Cat, and then Johan Wessels came from the Knights to from the Cats to the Knights.
Yeah, interested to see as well. I hope he doesn't bet like his namesake, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Kepler.
Yeah, he's a good player. Very good player.
Yeah, I suppose, I mean, to quote one of our senior staff, you don't make that Tux One team if you don't know what you're doing, especially as a batter, So again, I haven't seen him play. So I'm taking, and Jody's wanted him for a couple of years, and obviously Kiri is we speak with him a lot, and he kind of rates him. So a lot of the time we just kind of go on your guys' knowledge, and I mean, you've seen him play, eh, Byron?
Yeah, I have seen him play. Hell of a good cricketer. Excited to see him. I haven't seen him in this format, so that would be also quite interesting to see if he can switch that gear. But just all round looks like a good package. I would say we kind of got a like for like swap, just with a bit more experience. So look, I think like Jody says, I hope it doesn't come back to bite us. But I'm very excited to see this. And as this tournament shows us, I mean, we go through players. It's nice to see different players. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this guy as well perform in this sort of tournament.
It's tough. It's tough, I think, because especially when you've got a relationship off the field with a specific player, it becomes very tough, because you've got to draw that line to say what is maybe best. Yes, I rate you, but maybe it's not just about me, for example. It's got to be what's best for the team, what's best for whoever, and it's a tough one. Eh?
The one thing we also don't take into consideration is how this tournament works with these transfers and things. Unfortunately, it's not the ideal world where we can keep what we want and throw away what we don't want. So yeah,
correct.
I agree with you.
Correct. It is. It's almost which deals can we sleep at night? Almost, it's that sleep at night. Can we? If he had to go, yes, it's going to sting and it's going to hurt, but we'll be able to sleep at night, and we wish him well. Obviously, I mean,
I do.
He's a good guy. I enjoyed him, so I hope he does good things there. Even
not that he said much though, man.
No, listen, it's not that he said stuff that he did say. It was no, but he just gets in, he does his work. It just shows he's a good cricketer. And for the team who, I'm going to say this, but for the team who won it to want him, maybe it does show a little bit of something. But when we mention our retentions, we can maybe go back to it and say, well, who do you? And I know a lot of people will say, don't retain me. I get that. I'll take that on the chin. It's fine. Better, I get it. So, but then
the 109 club.
It's tough, man. It's tough. So very, very tough.
Yeah, look, and I mean, like we say, if that side wants him, a side that's won the tournament the last 2 years, it does say a bit about the guy. I mean, the one thing I will miss about Calvin Johnson is just his value add in the field. I don't think I've seen a better boundary field in my life. I really haven't.
You didn't watch me field much, Byron, but it's okay.
You were in the inner ring, but all day.
Yeah,
I had to save that arm, you know.
Yeah, no, it's true. Getting old now, you got to look after me. I might be that guy that have to go field at 45 now.
I think Johan's booked that spot already, Matt.
You see, and I can't really say let's arm wrestle for it, can I?
No. But now he's down to 96 kilos. You might have a chance. I checked his scale on Insta. He went from 101 to 96.
Yeah, but that is a hard 6 though. That is a solid, like. I'm under there. No, I'm under.
I wouldn't even arm wrestle his shadow.
No.
Go to your marks off, bud.
Sorry, I popped out there quickly. I had a phone call. Apparently, but I'll chat to you guys later. Yeah, no. I got a phone call that I had to take quickly. So it's probably a bit rude to do that during a TV show, but I thought you guys have got that covered. So interesting thing is, if we think of these retentions, there's a player that he's a former Knight. And so I saw in the week, so I'm very, very happy for him. Matty, it's an old teammate of yours. Very, very happy for Wesley Calentianos. I see he's got a contract with Border. Yeah. And I think he was I don't know if he was or wasn't, but I think he was a huge part of Superman's plans potentially. He was one of their better players last year, from what we could tell, basically just from the outside, from a pure performance point of view. I think he got an 80 against somebody somewhere and another 50
as well. Quickly.
Yeah, quick. Yeah. And so I think that it's going to be interesting how Superman, where that, like a couple of weeks ago, they could have maybe been planning that he's part of their plans, and there's our batting linchpin, based on last year, and now all of a sudden he's not available, because if he's going to Border, chances are that time LPL time's preseason, So,
for me, like, obviously Wesley's a mate of mine, so it's obviously sad that he's going, but he's obviously going there to try and further his career and try and get the franchise opportunity, which, I mean, that's ultimately what you want. You want to, I mean, he's been an unreal performer for the East. I mean, he's got 11 first class hundreds. He's
it's a big hole for the East, being the captain as well, Matt.
He was the captain.
he captained towards the back end of last season.
Again, if I just think when we had him at the Knights, and I mentioned to Jody that this guy should be our captain, and he's just got a good cricket brain, and he's good. He's positive as a captain, and he's a smart guy. I mean, he's an engineer, so you can't just,
he's literally smart.
He is literally smart. So, and he's got a good cricket brain, and he's had to work hard. I mean, he's had to work hard in his game. He's just like, from a fielding perspective, he's had to work hard on that. From a batting perspective, he's had to work hard at it. And like, I wish him all the best. It's gonna be sad. He's a good boy.
Likewise.
He's nice to share a beer with, and he's good banter, and so I'm gonna miss him, man. So, but yeah,
interesting to see what Supermen and Easterns do to replace a man like that.
Well, I can speak about the Easterns guys and who they've brought in. So we've got Donovan Ferreira in.
That's a good signing, that.
Where's he from?
Played for Northerns.
Yeah.
Plays for Tucks.
Oh yes, yeah, played for Northerns. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he was with Spartans this last year in the Mzansi.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a cricketer, that.
Hits the ball a country mile.
Yeah.
Can bowl offies, bowls like proper good darts with the in white ball cricket, like very, very smart bowler, and can keep. So, I mean, he can strap the pads on, catch it at the back, and if you need overs or spin.
So he's a 4-in-1 cricketer.
He's pretty much, I just don't know what he can do from a chief hydration perspective. I'm not too sure.
You'll have to.
Because then he could be 5-in-1. I mean, that's what so you go your primary, secondary,
your tertiary and your quadruciary skill, like, and that's what I've got. My CHO is the quadruciary skills. So maybe he's good with the flicker. I don't know. Just, maybe he does that. I don't know. So, yeah, and then we've got Gaudi Malefe.
Former Gauteng boy.
Gauteng boy.
SA under 19.
SA under 19, yeah.
Left arm.
Gun left
Happy
arm.
boy, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, Byron. Okay.
Oh, nice. Oh, just always got to dangle that carrot there. Well, not the carrot, but just
throw it out there.
make us aware.
It's not my fault you're all over the show.
So he's excited for what he'll bring, because I think we needed to replace Manners because we lost.
He went to Cobras. They also so happy for him, eh?
Yeah, guy.
So happy for him.
Think of where that guy was, and then what he's done with his career now. I mean, took opportunities. He's just, to be fair, he was probably one of the main reasons Easterns has done so well.
I believe he's very good for the team as well, eh?
Unbelievable for the Gears, man. Unbelievable for the Gears. So just a good human. Cool. Like you're happy for guys like that because they're good humans. First and foremost, good humans, work hard on their game, and so like that's really, really cool. So
now you see why we don't want to. That's why we're retaining him. We need some good humans in our side.
Good humans, man. Good humans first, man. Good humans first. And then Novs is back from New Zealand.
Yeah, Malcolm Nofel, left arm spin a bit.
Left arm spin and
bat.
So I think maybe the like for like replacement there for Wes, middle order bat.
Yeah.
Experience.
Potential to lead the side?
Whether he gets it, I don't. I think he'll be a leader. I think Novs is like that. He does do that. So I don't know. I don't think Dassie will do that personally. Okay. I don't think so. I think he'll give it to maybe Seasware or who knows. I don't know. One of those guys. So and then Mr. Zuma from KZN.
Good signing that as well.
Seema.
Yeah. It's got a bit of heat behind it. And it's a heavy ball.
It hits the bat with interest, my man. It hits it with interest. He actually bounced the hell out of me when I played for Titans down there against Dolphins. It's a little bit gloomy there in Kingsmead, and we know what the light's like there.
Yes.
And, did he run in and just before tea?
Lovely.
Bomb squad. So the wheel will turn. I might get my chance to just let a couple go. You never know.
Yeah, never know.
Yeah, so like good signings. I think good signings. So, and then I think a lot of guys that were maybe on the fringes last year are going to get good runs this year. So
it would be interesting to see our young man in our squad get his first crack, because I believe he's also involved with you guys, Mr. The destructive destroyer Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie's in the mix. It just shows you how quickly things can change. Going from playing club
a year ago, he was almost like nowhere, making a lot of runs, being nowhere, to having an opportunity.
Right place, right time. So again, like good guy, works hard, and
hell of a talented cricketer. Jeez,
what's opened up. Marshy's obviously gone to the Lions. So, and that's the nature of it. Like when you win trophies, it's inevitable that guys will leave and other provinces will want, and
they'll come and pick you guys off. That's the problem. That's the one problem I have.
I think that's why Dassie's done such a good job. That's his job, is to produce, obviously to win trophies and to produce guys ultimately to go and play at another level. That's what his job is. He's groomed these guys beautifully, man. It
shows you the culture of his squad that he's got around him as well.
Yeah,
he's done a hell of a job to put that together.
I think if you ask any cricketer, I think Easterns is right up there as to where you want to go and play your cricket, so credit to Dassie and to all the boys there that have bought into it, and
and you too, thanks.
Easter's a beautiful place, man. I get a happy feeling when I go there. When I see that stadium, I get a warm, fuzzy feeling. So it's good to be a part of something where you create history and you can leave a mark, and that's what. So happy to be a part of that process, which is quite cool.
Oh, James, just give me a moment.
Again.
Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I'm here, but just give me a moment. You guys can keep going.
Week, please.
Sorry, man.
Can we start with the melon moment of the week?
Did we get the votes in from last week?
I'm not too sure, but I know who Z voted for.
Oh, did you? Do you?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Time. Unlucky boy. I think when the big dog votes for you, I think that's when you. So my melon moment of the week, right? So obviously, there's been a lot of chat about Bank, right? Because now they did that
Yes.
Fame thing, and Z posted about that. So I'm not a big. I don't do a lot of research on this sort of stuff, right? So I went and thought, okay, well, let me just see who else they've added. So I started to have a look because now there's these standings now, hey, the Instagram standings or the social media standings, right?
Social media. Did you see we went up? We second.
Hey, we're up there.
Hey.
You see, but anyway, okay. So I thought, let me have a look and see.
What are we second? Wait, what are we second on? Sorry.
Social media.
The social media standings, rankings now.
We second, Jodes.
Oh, they just came out.
Yeah, they came out. Man.
Hallelujah. Not that it really matters. What matters is trophies at the end of the day. But I suppose it's the things we can entertain ourselves with.
There might be a social media trophy, Jodes, so you never know. You know?
Yeah. Never know.
Yeah.
Never know. So
maybe that's how the LPLs won this year. Eh? Maybe that's how the LPLs won this year.
Never know. So I just thought, let me go and let me just flick through the Instagram because now everyone's now getting into Instagram that didn't initially have it, and you know. So I went and had a look on Instagram, and then I thought, let me check. Okay, they must have a Facebook account. They have to, right? So I flicked through to their Facebook account. Right. So now I'm on my phone here, right? So next thing, they're like preparing for the under 9, 10s and 11s. And then they're speaking about the Hall of Fame thing. So they've added, obviously, Ziad is on there and Baris, like we spoke about, and Beefy, Grant McQueen is on there. And it looks like they've got Zoeb is going there.
Yeah.
Akhtar. So
Yeah.
I think they're going to go death by spin there.
Yeah.
They're going to bowl at least 8. Those guys are going to bowl 8 overs a spin. So anyway, they come and say, watch out for Bank All-Stars rookie for this year, flamboyant Ruan de B, right? The guy with the curls, right?
Yes, yeah.
Right? Okay. He will add spice to the rice.
Yeah.
The whitest man on the planet is going to add spice to the rice. What am I dealing with here?
No, man.
The guy that has Thor as his hair double.
He should have his surfboard with him. What
is going on here? Is he part Indian? Have I got it wrong? That he's going to add spice to the rice? When have you ever heard a white man adding spice to the rice? I'm sorry. I don't know if that is, but I'm throwing that out there.
I like that one. Jodes, do you have any nominations for Melon Moment of the week?
Well, I will nominate myself. I stuffed up so many times this week. Let's be honest.
Randy's enjoying this.
Listen, I'm a big believer in this. If you want to dish it, you got to be prepared to take it.
That's great.
I can own it. It's not apparently. It's definitely. I mispronounced one of our under 19 players Friday in the live, aka Liam McCarthy became Liam McFarlane.
After everything, Jody.
And those are both people that I know. Obviously Liam McCarthy I know, and then Liam McFarlane I know. And they're 10 years apart. So, yeah.
I don't even think these votes. I vote for Jody. I vote Jody.
I second.
There's already 2 votes there for you, Jodes. So it's nice that a night is, as a franchise we're on here and we're in it and we're part of the Melon Moment of the week. I think we came up with it and we're now possibly going to win it this week. So
yeah.
I think it's quite.
So who won it last week?
I don't have a nomination. Yeah, did you get any votes in?
No, we got no votes in. But I vote for mine from last week because did you see all the egg drinkers disappeared?
No, they all stopped. But that's what I'm saying. I think Steve voted for Shyam as well. So I think when the big boss votes, I think his vote counts for lots. So we'll give it to him.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah, the big
Like you
boss.
said, the big boss did vote and say.
Big boss has voted there, so yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if anyone has a comment on this week, because I don't have one to add. Sorry, I've been rather useless this week on social media. But I'll climb onto it this week and search a bit more.
So it's at least we got 2, so that's all right. We only need 2, 3 max, and then we can go yay. Yay. Yeah. We need
Okay, so
yay. Yeah.
okay, cool. So we've done a little bit of transfer talk. We've done a little bit of juniors. We've done a little bit of seniors. We've chatted a little bit of stuff that's maybe not relevant to LPL, as we do, drift into other things.
Got it.
So what one thing I forgot to mention was maybe some of the skills we need at our juniors.
Yeah.
So under 12s, we are looking for, so I got it in my book. Under 12s, we are looking for an all-rounder maybe. I would say an all-rounder sort of player. That's what we're looking for at under 12s. Under 14s, because I did mention when we announced the teams that we've got kind of figured out, we've got sort of some players identified that we'll get in the draft. Yeah. No, sorry, under 12s, a quick bowler. Sorry. Melon moment. Here I go. It's just that week.
The main thing
under
is
12s we're looking for a quick. Under 14s, we are looking for an off spinner. I think there's 3 leg spinners in that team, so we're looking for off spinner, and a middle order bat in particular. And under 16s, we're really looking for a fast bowler or 2. I think that's it. That's the spots that we have available at this point in time.
Yeah. If I can just for fast bowler, but we mentioned 3 rapid oaks there.
Where under?
16, wasn't it?
No.
Drico and
Drico
and Sibasiso.
Under 12s we have.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But the coach wants. But under 12s, the coach wants another seamer. He's adamant. He's adamant he wants another seamer.
Moats, you know what I like about him is I think he knows what he wants, and like there he says he wants this. Like he's got good clarity. So. And like I mean we had Cotters there last year, and I think he did a great job. And hopefully he can. I actually must speak with him about it. I'd like to have him on again. But Moats, I think with that age group, his energy there, I think we're going to be playing a pretty attractive brand of cricket there. I reckon. Yeah. I think all of our teams are generally quite attractive. I think we generally play a good brand.
And it's not just the kit,
No, we always look. I mean, we're going to look good. We're going to come out there. We're going to look good. Oh, speaking about looking good, but anyway. So
I can ask.
Yeah. Just excited about that under 12 group. Very, very excited.
And I also just with his relationship that he has with the kids through that winter program that he's been doing. I mean, every kid that we mentioned, he knows. So and seems that he's tapped into them already. So that's a hell of a positive for him as well.
I think it's huge. I think that's huge, Byron, because I think a lot of the time that the coaches still got to feel out, get a feel for the kid, and we try and organize a couple of warm-up games so that process can maybe go a little bit quicker. But it's good that he's got pretty extensive knowledge of.
Yeah, and the big thing there, Maddie, also is with the youngsters actually buying into the coach and feeling comfortable with the coach. I mean, that takes longer than the coach buying in because obviously, So hopefully that's done and dusted, and
hopefully that's maybe the recipe we've been missing. Maybe there at 12s, maybe that's the little thing, because we've had good cricketers. It's not to say that they can't play. It's maybe that relationship, and maybe it's that we've missed. So
and also the youngsters seeing Mr. Carter's pull into the ranks, this professional cricketer, this man mountain. Walk in and have a word. I mean, because I actually shadowed him for a few games, and I thought he did a hell of a good job.
Yeah, no, he was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant in my mind. I think he was our most stressed out coach last year.
But
I don't say this in a negative way. I just not in a negative way. I just think I just think he wanted to be so good for them, that he put himself under a lot of pressure, I think, at times. But yeah, it'd be great if we can have him back.
Jody, if we can go, we must go out for dinner, right?
Yeah.
Us three and Ryan Cartwright, okay?
Yeah.
And then we put him under pressure to order first. And we must go where there's like a lot that he'll like. Oh,
yes.
Okay. It is the most beautiful thing to watch. He's like, no, you go. I'm like, bro, I don't know what I want. Well, neither do I, bro. And this is what I want. And
okay.
And so it's just, Carter's there. What a beaut. What a beaut.
Yeah. So so some big
saying.
Yeah, very good human. Very good human. So next week.
Next week, guys, I am.
Here's to hoping that our clothing designer gets the stuff done that we want him to have done in order for us to launch our kit.
So I spoke with him. He messaged me out of the blue.
The insider's got some news, Jones.
The inside track.
He said it's coming along nicely. Now, when he uses that exact phrase, he doesn't throw it out there often. He doesn't throw it out there often, but when he does, it's always nice. Always good signs.
Yeah. It's a fun, eh?
Oh, it's so tune in next week because we'll be launching the kit. So, and we'll have my brother on, who's the designer. He's been our designer for the past 3 years and now including this year. So we'll have him on just to speak a little bit more about process and maybe to give us a little bit of stick because we've been giving him some stick. So just to give everyone a little bit of background as to how we go about it. And it's not just a case of pick a pattern and alter it a little bit and, like Google search an image and, it kind of started there initially, but now it's evolved into so much more. So I won't touch on any more, but very, very excited for next week's.
Matt, I don't think we're going to go into all the detail. I hope Dan doesn't bring all of it up because then we'll be here for a whole week with all of our ideas.
Daniel, a man of few words. Yes. With regards to this stuff, with stuff that he's passionate about, it could be many words. So I'll speak to him and say, you got a 2-hour time slot, Boych. That's your time.
No. He's maybe got like an hour to 45. No, let's say 30. Let's go 30 minutes. We got some other stuff that we've got to talk things happening in the land of the LPL. So the LPL confirmed this week that on our live chat on Friday, you see the things we get, the information we get when we do some lives, is that the auction will go ahead via like a online platform. The senior auction will go ahead via online platform. So that's pretty excited.
I think that's quite
exciting.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm very, I think that's going to be a different dynamic. And that will also be something that I think in the work or two, So very, very excited. Very excited.
Yeah. So
I know that's going to work there.
Well, we mentioned setting up like a Zoom thing because Jody said you can put people in like rooms where they can only speak to each other and then
Then
want to say that they've already come up with like an app they mentioned that an app or something like that. So
we
can go on what's that app? House party. We can go on our own house party.
House party, yeah.
And then we'll have a Zoom on the.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be like a sport betting almost sort of thing where you have to type in. So Z goes, the LPL like speaks to us and he says, okay, cool. You guys, this is the player, Brian Barnard. And then we go 100K, next team, 150K. No. And teams like bid like that. Or is it going to be
live video?
Are they going to give us, are they going to give us buttons to press with different amounts, like raised by 50, raised by 100, raised by...
Do you think they'll do a thing?
How's your wife going to take this? She can't use the pedal this year.
Oh, believe me, she'll get the pedal. It'll Don't worry. Don't you worry. It'll happen. Don't you worry. So, but I don't know. Maybe there'll be a thing like, okay, there's a 2 minutes period, like bid.
Yeah.
at the end of 2 minutes, whoever's got the highest bid, that's where he goes. Maybe they do
Yeah,
that.
because the thing I'm wondering about that is lag, So what
It's
if we
lag.
put in a bid and they go 1, 2, 3 sold, and we're like, no, but we're still bidding.
Hold on, bid.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they.
Make sure hashtag no load shedding. Make sure you've got 100 meg line. Golden.
Make sure the server's got no nonsense on it. Sorted.
Yeah. Make sure they're not throttling your line. Yeah.
Jodes,
Yeah.
I see there is one question here that's from Ethan Murphy. When do you think the LPL will start?
I did reply to that on the chat, but yeah, it's scheduled to start the junior LPL for 12s, 14s, and 16s is scheduled to start 18th of July.
Oh, Shebed, I saw it. Yeah, it says learn more, and I stopped reading anymore. So
Guys, the melon moment could just stay with us, I reckon. Okay, today, next week, Matt. Boom. Next week, Byron. Boom. Melon.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. All right, I think that covers all of us. What else is it, Joe?
No, I think that's it for today. I really think that I know I'm aware that earlier there was quite a lot of people on the show. Now there's a little bit less. But yeah, it's been really good to announce our junior teams.
Yeah, I thought it was great. It's nice to have the coaches on and to chat a little bit about their players, and good to have players on. I think that's quite cool. So
I think we should get the assistants on soon, eh?
Yeah, that would be quite cool.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we can do 1 week focus on the 14s, focus on the 16s. Like we can do something like that, and then have all the coaching staff.
Yeah, we can.
So I know Lloyd is confirmed for under 19s, under 16s. Yeah, under 16s, Hero, who plays for our senior team. Under 14s, we're still waiting. Byron's waiting for somebody.
He's on. He's on.
Is he on?
Okay. Yeah, he's on. Tabisa Malloy is on.
Tabisa Malloy at under 14s.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and then under 12s, we're just waiting for Carters, but it'll be Carters maybe to help there, or with maybe Ayanda from the academy.
Yeah. I think it was really cool.
Sweet. Awesome.
100%, fellas. Have a good evening. Stay safe.
Just quickly, when I've stopped the live stream, just stay here for maybe 2 minutes. I just want to chat. There's one or two things, ideas I just want to share. So while we all, So
100.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a shout out. Just tune in. U2 will be going live on Friday.
No, U2 are going live on Friday.
Oh, we going live on Friday, Byron?
Yes, Matt and Byron going live on Friday.
Catch us Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
Catch
I'm chatting with Yasin Valley tomorrow at 10. Cricket Coaches Instagram.
Nice. Yeah.
A little chat with Yasin Valley.
Okay, cool. I want to throw out who I want to chat to with you guys.
Yes. Maybe quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
Sweet.
Awesome. Okay, that's the end of the live stream. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Guys.